Hey kids, welcome. I'm Belle. This is my classroom. Welcome to a super fun and colorful video. Today I have a different video. I've never done a tag on my channel before. This is the first time and I'm pretty excited about it. But before we do it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put a new video every single Friday. As I told you, the video is super fun and colorful. And before we start the video, please check trendsethic.com. Use my code Isabel with a Z, IZABEL, for 30% off your purchases. Please check the website. It's awesome. It's amazing. The link will be in the description below. Trends with a Z, ethic.com. Use my code Isabel, IZABEL, for 30% off. Don't forget, Trendsethic, Isabel, 30% off. Yeah, let's go right into the video. Today, I thought I would answer some questions, so what better way to do that than having a tag video for you guys. Yay! So yeah, I haven't seen the questions yet. I had my fiance write them in a piece of paper for me because I'm old school. I use paper. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's get this party started. The first question is, how long have you been teaching? And a little bit of my background. So I started teaching when I was 17 years old. I was in college. Yes, I started college when I was 17 years old. However, I feel like every time I tell that to people are always like, that's too young. But I don't feel like that's too young. There were more 17-year-olds in college with me, so I don't know. But yeah, I was 17 years old. I went to college to study English methodology and approaches, and to get a license to be a teacher. You need like a professional license. At least where I live, you need a professional license to be a teacher. And I went to college to get it, and that's how I started. At first, I didn't know. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to be a teacher or a translator. But after a while, I also did like a translator course at the time when I was 17/18. But it didn't. I mean, I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like my passion like teaching is. And as I told you guys this before, if you're subscribed, you know. If you're not, what are you doing? Come on, subscribe, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, but as I told you guys this before, I've never studied English before college. I learned English by myself. I don't live in an English-speaking country. Nobody from my family speaks English. I learned everything by myself. I'm self-taught. So, but that's another story. Yeah, so I've been teaching for a while now. So since I was 17, so it's been like 10 years. Almost 10 years that I teach. And that's awesome. Number 2, what grade do you teach? I teach a lot of grades. I work at an English school, so it's a school where kids and adults, teenagers, they go to learn English, because I told you guys like a million times before, I don't live in an English speaking country. So people go there to learn English, and I teach like pretty much every age there is. I teach like 4, 5, 6-year-olds. That's my brand. That's most of my public. Most of my clients are 4, 5, 6-year-olds, but I also teach 7, 8-year-olds, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 13, 14. Then I stop. I don't feel comfortable teaching teenagers when they are like 16, 17, 18. I'm not really comfortable. And then I teach them from like 4 to 13, up to 13. And then I teach adults, and I like it very much. It's not my my biggest public, but I like it too. I think it's a little bit of an escape room sometimes, because when you teach children, sometimes you get a little, stressed, and you have a headache. So yeah, teaching adults is a little bit of an escape room for me sometimes. But yeah, not that I don't like teaching children. Come on, I love teaching children. That's my passion for sure. Don't get me wrong. Number 3, where do you teach? I just answered the question. I teach at an English course, English school for kids and adults and teenagers and everyone. But yeah, it's an English school, a pretty famous English school where I live. Number 4, what's your school mascot? Oh, I love this question. We do have a school mascot. Even though it's an English school, we do have a mascot. It's a penguin. It is a penguin. I've never seen a school that had a penguin before, so props to us. Yeah, it's a penguin, and the name of the penguin is Oswald. Yeah. Next question. Number 5, how many students are in your classroom? So as I told you guys, I don't teach one classroom. I teach many different classrooms, and they all range from 5 students up to 20, basically. Yeah, so from 5 to 20, so that's a pretty large range. So I don't have like a fixed answer for that question. So it's from 5 to 20, depends. What's your ideal class size? That's number 6. What's your ideal class size? My ideal class size is like 12, 13 students. I think that's perfect. That's a perfect number to play outside, pay attention to everyone. But it's a class is bigger, that's fine. Like, that's no big deal. Sometimes, especially with kids, sometimes parents think that having a class with like 15, 17 students, that's too much. That's not too much. That's a great number, especially because they have to speak a lot and they have to speak to other people and interact, and that's a great number too. But my ideal number would be 12. Sorry about that pause. I just had to answer the door because my lunch just got here. Anyways, number 7. What's your favorite drink from Starbucks? There is no Starbucks where I live. Yes, I know. If you live near Starbucks, just say thank you, Jesus, because I don't, and I'd love to. But every time I travel, I go to Starbucks, I just drink. I love coffee, like iced black coffee with almond milk. That's my go-to. I love coffee with almond milk. That's my Starbucks drink. My voice just got weird. What was that? Number 8. What's your favorite resource? Anything from Scrivener. Just anything. There's a book. There's also a book called Love and Logic that I love. That's my number 1 book. Every time I need like extra ideas and stuff, I just use that book. It's amazing. It taught me so much about teaching, and especially dealing with children's behavior. And yeah, that's an amazing book. If you want me to do a review on that book, I can, because I read that book like probably 1,050 times. Yeah, so I love that book. So yeah, Love and Logic and anything by Scrivener. He's the king. Number 9, describe your perfect classroom. My perfect classroom is one with a lot of fun. That's my ideal classroom. I don't know if I teach adults too, and I feel like it's not because they're adults that they don't have fun. Adults have fun too, so it's a fun classroom with a lot of energy, everybody happy, dancing, singing. That's what I love the most. A fun classroom. And if it's not raining like it is today, a class outside. That's my favorite thing, to go outside, go to a patio, go to a garden, have fun outside. I love that, love that, love that. Number 10, what's your favorite part about teaching? My favorite part about teaching is when my students come to me and they say, I'm sorry I didn't come last class, I was really sad I couldn't come because I love coming to class. So that's my favorite part about it, when they are like, I love coming to class. Like, hearing that from a student just makes my entire year. That's my goal, you know, just having them wanting to come to class, to have them want to come to class and have fun and enjoy the class, enjoy English class, because it is awesome. I feel like, especially nowadays, kids go through so much. They have a lot of pressure, and I feel like English class should be fun, and yeah, that's my ideal class, you know, a fun class. That's my favorite thing about teaching. Yeah, that was the question. I got a little lost, sorry, but yeah, that's my favorite thing about teaching. Just being able to see the students have a lot of fun and a great time. Number 11, what's your least favorite thing about teaching? My least favorite thing about teaching is probably when kids don't like going to class and I don't know what else to do. Like when they're like not motivated and stuff, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? And what can I do to fix the situation, basically? And sometimes you don't have all the answers, and I'm not perfect. Never said I was, and that makes me really sad. That's what keeps me awake at night, to be honest. When kids are like, oh, I don't like English class, I don't like English. Whew, that's hard to hear. Number 12, what advice would you give to a beginning teacher? My advice would be always listen and always learn from your students. You don't know it all. You're in constant learning, and everybody is basically. Just listen and absorb like a sponge. Also, learn from your mistakes. Don't think that because sometimes we believe in something, and when we actually do that, the result is not fantastic. So learn from that, and also, just because one thing works in a group, it doesn't mean it's gonna work in every group. There's also that. I don't know if that was good advice, but also, you know, the most important is don't be a jerk. Don't be a teacher that nobody likes, and you know, a super restrict teacher and stuff. That's not good, because especially because kids spend a lot of time at school when you want to be you want them to have a good time there. Yeah, so that's, I don't know if that was good advice. I don't know if I made myself clear, but I tried. Yeah, so that's it. I think that's it. So that's the tag. Please leave in the comments below what other tags you'd like me to do, if you like me to do other tags, and don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, show it to your friends, your family, everyone you know, and please enjoy school, stay safe, and have fun. That's the final message, I guess. Yeah. Subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!